as we move to 141, where Sal Profaci
is against Javier Gasca, last year's Big Ten runner-up. A lot of people, including myself, have been looking forward to this match. Both of these wrestlers qualified for nationals this last season, and were ranked earlier, but they've been on a little bit of a slide. But make no mistake, these are quality wrestlers, and looking forward to a exciting, close match. Gasca won the dual meet last year 4-1, and they also met in the MSU Open semifinals, where he also beat Profaci again 5-2.
Gasca he was pinned by Chad Red against Nebraska, and Chad Red Jr., of course, picked up a win against Sal Profaci in Cliff Keene last week.
Red's a very explosive wrestler and had a nice weekend in Michigan. Cornhusker went back with 2 big wins over 2 quality opponents. So both of these wrestlers are going to try to get back on the right track tonight. Profaci has started out a little slow in his last few matches, but he really is finished strong. We'll see what happens against Gasca tonight. He's putting a lot of weight on that head, trying to set up a takedown and tiring out the MSU wrestler. Gasca's keeping his hips in good position, though, even though he's got a lot of weight on his head. And Profaci's been unable to circle behind or do anything with that head. They're out of bounds.
0-0 score here in the first period. 1 minute remaining, just over 1 minute remaining in the first period.
Profaci's starting to circle a little bit, trying to measure his shot. Both the wrestlers are trying to measure their shot, and Profaci moves in, trying to take up a little ground on the Spartan. A lot of hand fighting by these wrestlers, but no big shots yet. Profaci's working that head again. Just over 20 seconds left. These wrestlers will see if they can pick up a quick takedown to give themselves the advantage going into the second period. With 5 seconds left, we'll see if they just look at each other or someone takes a shot. And we end the first period scoreless.
Of course, Tom, you talked about Profaci not being able to pick up the win. Tough loss to Chad Red Jr. as Gasca starts on top, and Profaci tries to somersault his way out, and he escapes. Picks up the first point of this contest. And they're clinched up at the center of the mat. Some hand fighting here.
Yeah, the wrestlers still right in front of each other, not creating a lot of angles to set up their takeouts, although Profaci has a little bit of a shot to the outside, doesn't get in on the leg. He's trying to create a little movement now to the outside. So far the points have been hard to come by for both of these wrestlers. Gasca can be so explosive. Profaci wants to keep him at bay a little bit, and Profaci is muscling that head, trying to get good hand fighting in. And Gasca's been able to fight off his advances. Very defensive battle so far by these wrestlers. Oh, and that's the best shot we've seen so far. Didn't quite get in there. That was a shot by Gasca.
Nice work by Profaci to avoid that. Gasca came in quick.
Yep. And Profaci back on the head when he can. They're forehead to forehead, and it's tough to score points like that, especially with the quickness that these wrestlers display. You need to create some movement to get some shots.
So that's 2 periods of action. As we enter the 3rd period, the score is 1-0. Sal Profaci claiming that lone point in this contest. And again, we're at the 141 weight class, the 3rd contest we've seen thus far.
And Gasca picked down. He'll try to even things up with an escape most likely. But Profaci's giving him a tough ride. He had that ankle, and he's working for a 2-on-1 as well. He's got Gasca's head down on the mat, and he's got a lot of weight on his hips.
Going for a turn.
Oh, Gasca's got the leg. He's coming around. He kind of made a half-hearted reach for that other leg, which Profaci fought off, but now he's in good. Profaci's got both the ankles, though. This is a great scramble. We'll see if either wrestler's able to improve their position. Gasca's got his head up and is in better position, but Profaci's still hanging on to that foot.
So 55 seconds left.
And Profaci's got over a minute in riding time now. So essentially, Gasca's got to not only get an escape, but do a takedown or get a reversal to stay in this. Profaci's had a nice ride this period. With 126 in riding time before they go out of bounds. Profaci's locked up the riding point. So it's essentially 2-zip now. Gasca needs a reversal or an escape and takedown to stay in this match.
As Profaci goes into the mount.
Profaci had that ankle. Gasca gets to his feet. He's working on the hands. Profaci brings him back down to that knee. Now, Gasca's got the whizzer. Oh, and he tried for a throw. Couldn't quite did it. Nice counter.
And that'll be another victory for the Wolverines early on here as Sal Profaci, the 2-0 victory.
Definitely
over
a
Gasca.
mild upset for the Wolverines. Profaci over last year's Big Ten runner-up.